An option gives you a right, but not an obligation, to enter into a transaction. This option's not free. You're never going to be lucky enough to find a free option. It will cost a premium, which is typically paid up front. You now have the right to buy or sell an asset, such as a commodity, an equity or a currency, for example, at a certain level, which is known as the strike. As you can imagine, the strike is a key part of option pricing. Let's look at a call option. Here we've bought a call option, or the right to buy oil at a strike of $60 a barrel. If at the option's expiry oil is higher than $60, then sure, exercise the option. If oil is lower than $60, then let the option expire unexercised. After all, why buy oil at a higher price than necessary? Let's assume we're going to buy an asset whose price is $100. If $100 was the strike, we would call it at the money spot. Remember, the spot price would be what you could buy it for here and now on the spot. Using market data, let's assume that the forward price is $103. This is the price you would buy or sell an asset at in, say, 6 months' time. If we set the strike at the forward price, we would call this strike at the money forward. Since there's no expected payoff on the option, in other words, you have the right to buy or sell at the level we think you should be getting it for, there is no so-called intrinsic value. Basically, you're paying for time value and volatility. These strikes would be written down as ATMS at the money spot or ATMF at the money forward. Well, what if you had the right to buy the asset at $80, which is clearly much better than the current market price? Well, naturally this option would be expensive, and we say it's in the money or ITM. If the market is correct and the forward price does turn out to be $103, but you have the right to pick it up at just $80, then there is $23 of intrinsic value in the option for which you will have to pay. Similarly, if you have the right to pay $120, which is way over the predicted price, then the option is out of the money, or OTM, will not cost much. There's no intrinsic value. You're really just paying for time value. So these are different strike terminologies, and you can see how changing the strike will naturally affect the option premium.